Hi everyone, welcome back to Ben's vlog. Something a bit different today. I thought I would take the opportunity while I'm at my family farm south of Sydney in an area called Kangaroo Valley to take a look around and maybe show you some of the things that are growing on the farm and maybe give you a bit of an insight into farm life here with the family foster. Now, as you can see behind me, we grow grapes on the farm, so viticulture. We use these for wine production. This variety of grape that you can see behind me is called Chambourcin, which is a French-American hybrid. Interesting, these were harvested about a month ago, so the harvest has just taken place, and so now they'll need to be pruned coming into winter and then getting set obviously for the growth period, which will happen from spring onwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you for a bit of a tour around the farm today, and we're going to look at a few different types of produce that we grow here, and I hope you enjoy the tour. Hi, okay, now we're in an area of the farm now that grows a couple of horticultural crops. So one of the first crops we grow here are actually a macadamia nut. So macadamias are actually a native nut to Australia, but since they were discovered to be a very good eating nut and of high value, the production of macadamias has grown outside of Australia, and much of the macadamia nut production that supplies the global market comes from outside Australia, areas like Hawaii, etc. Most of the macadamia nut production in Australia is north of Sydney, so northern New South Wales and into southern Queensland. So we have a few macadamia nut trees here, and they're a great nut to grow here locally because they're very hardy. And one big issue we have with our nut trees here at Yarra Estate is actually birds, so native birds coming in and eating the nuts before they ripen, and we get a lot of crop loss from birds, and we have to do a number of things to control birds. We're not allowed to kill the birds at all, but we need to have control measures like netting, loud noises, bird scarers, etc. to limit the losses that we have from native birds in Australia. So I'll try and show you a macadamia nut growing here. Find one here. What have we got? Just here. So if we come around, look, so these are the actual nuts, right, hanging off the tree. So these long stems that come down to where the nuts are attached are where the flowers are at flowering time, and then the nut essentially grows in these large green husks that you can see here. And when they ripen, they fall off the tree, and then we harvest them actually from the ground. So inside these green husks are another shell, and it's a very hard shell in the macadamia nut. So I might be able to get a shot of one of those a bit later on, but these are the macadamias that we grow here at the farm. Okay, so what do we have growing here? Actually, we have kiwi fruit growing here. So at this time of year, it's May in Australia. The kiwi fruit are actually ready for harvest. So much of the vines behind me have been harvested in the last couple of weeks, but there's still some kiwi fruit on the vines ready for picking. If you were here right now, the smell is quite unbelievable. It smells just like kiwi fruit, ripening kiwi fruit. It reminds me a little bit of a pavlova. In Australia, we always have kiwi fruit with our pavlova, which is a great Australian dessert, but the smell here is quite amazing. So if I actually just pull back this part of the vine, we can probably see growing in here the kiwi fruit. They're on the vine, so there's still plenty of fruit on the vines here. Most of the larger fruit have already been picked, so quite a lot of the fruit that's left on the vines are the smaller fruit, and we'll use those for just personal consumption, but also at the farm we also do a lot of preserving. So my mother will actually make a lot of jams and pickles, etc. out of the kiwi fruit. And as we keep walking along, we can continue to see where the farm opens out a little bit more. Just recently we've planted a number of avocado trees, so we already have an existing avocado orchard, just a small one, but in the area that we are here south of Sydney, the avocados grow very, very well, and they're a rather I suppose, expensive crop to buy if you're in a supermarket. So we get a lot of value out of the avocados that we grow.